Johnson digs it out. Hunzinger with a setup to Rivers. Rivers delivers. Pass to the basket. Gets the friendly roll to go right there. Ava Cook now with 4 points to go here. Drives, finds Camden Bell. Right wing three is up. And good. Yes. Camden Bell making it rain, baby. Carroll for battling in this bat so far. The 1-2 pitch. Gets her swinging for strike three. A job well done by Zoe Koger getting the strikeout for out. 3-1. And that's going to be a deep fly ball in the left center field. And gone! Quentin James with a big fly of his own, a 2-run shot. Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome live here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network, here on YouTube.com, as well as the IHSAA Champions Network here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here in Selma, Indiana. Here's we have Raider basketball coming your way here this evening between the Muncie Burris Owls and your Wapahani Raiders here tonight. Again, as always, I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. I hope all of you have had a wonderful start to your weekend as we get right into things here this evening with our Raiders Live pregame show presented by Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC, a proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. Wapahani Junior Varsity team came up just a touch short last night on a really quite a controversial ending to things. The Raiders were defeated by 1 point on the road last night at Eastern Hancock. They had a situation right there at the end of the ball game. I think there was like right around maybe 0.5 seconds or so left in the game, half a second. What was it, a half a second last night, Redbeard? So there was a half a second left in that JV game last night. The Raiders were able to inbound it, but the problem was the clock started before the Raiders touched the basketball, which obviously the rule is, and how, when you keep scoreboard, the clock starts as soon as the ball touches the hands of the person that is catching the pass. Well, that was not what happened last night. Now, I'm not necessarily saying that's what losses the game. I'm sure that, the Raiders could have done some other things, yes, throughout the course of the ball game to help ourselves win that one and not put ourselves in that predicament. But nonetheless, that was definitely an eventful evening, or eventful ending to the evening right there for the junior varsity team. So the Raiders are looking to get back to their winning ways here tonight. They're after a hard-fought, tough loss last night. And, again, we want to get off to a good start here tonight. You can't obviously dwell on, last night's ball game. Tonight's a brand new night, brand new opportunity against a brand new opponent here in Muncie Burris Owls. So we've got to come out here, be ready to take care of business. First and foremost, take good care of the basketball, making sure that we're making smart decisions and feed it to the post. Let the big men go to work right here. Noah Olson proves to be a very key contributor. I think so. He needs to be making sure that he gets the ball quite a bit. Graham Cook there as well. But, when you have guys like Memphis Pickering or Trevor Whitted, Trevor's back, which that's nice to see. If these guys coming off the bench, they can add production. Ethan Bragg, always there in the starting lineup. But, there's a number of these post players that can make a big-time impact. And I would definitely be looking to get the ball inside because that's only going to help benefit our outside shooting game. With the guard players that we have, in all honesty, we can shoot the lights out of the gym. And we've seen that in times, throughout the season right here. But, consistently seeing that is a whole other different ball game. And that's tough. It's tough to do. But we have the personnel to go out here and make it rain from downtown or post anybody up and show the reason why, we can be dominant there in the post as well. So hopefully we see a little bit of both here tonight to go along with great defense and hopefully we can come out with a big-time victory here at home against the Muncie Burris Owls. So please stick around here with us, folks. Again, this has been a Raiders Live pregame show presented by Dr. Kara J. Wolf, DDSPC. We'll be back here with tonight's starting lineups here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. right, folks, welcome back here on the WHS Network. Here as we take a look here at tonight's non-starters for Muncie Burris. Number 3, Amari Campa, Number 12, Owen Fant. Number 13, Noah King. Number 23, Zion Manzanero. Number 34, Drew Murphy. Number 45, Avon Smith. Now for your Taylor Architects Inc. starting lineup here for the Owls. Starting at guard, wearing number 2, Taven Redwine. At the other guard position, wearing number 5, Jayshawn English Davis. At forward, number 14, Wilson Isaacs. At the other guard position, he's a 6-foot freshman, number 15, Armani Balfour. And at forward, a 6-foot forward right here, number 25, David Day. Again, Jarice Simpson's the head coach here for the Muncie Burris Owls. And now we'll take a look here at your home Wapahani Raiders here tonight. The non-starters will include number 2, Landon Cook, number 15, Alex Hunzinger, number 30, Braden King, number 40, Trevor Whitted, and number 42, Memphis Pickering. And now again here for your Taylor Architects Inc. starting lineup here for the Raiders. Starting at forward, a 6'5" sophomore, number 3, Graham Cook. At forward, a 5'11" junior, number 4, Ethan Bragg. At guard, a 5'10" junior wearing number 10, DJ Seagraves. At forward, a 6'6" sophomore, number 20, Noah Olson. And at guard, a 6' junior wearing number 22, Riley Swift. Again, your Raiders are coached by Brian Bell. So again, that is tonight's starting lineups. We'll be back here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, folks, welcome back as tonight's game officially gets underway here at 5:58 p.m. here on this Saturday, January the 10th of 2026. Again, I'm play-by-play broadcaster Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Here's Graham Cook. We'll get the Raiders on the board here for the first time this evening. They're with that layup to begin the festivities. So a quick 2-0 start. Balfour here with the basketball, dribbles left side. Now the handoff there to English Davis. Facing some heavy pressure there from Ethan Bragg here on the left side wing. And we're going to get an early timeout here from Muncie Burris. So Simpson there with the timeout here for the Owls. And, we'll go ahead and stick right here with you during this timeout to thank some of our sponsors here tonight. A big thanks here to Next Home Elite Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton. Great teams win with heart, hustle, communication, and trust. Those are some great values the Next Only Real Estate Hometown Realtor Courtney Felton brings to every real estate move. Whether you're buying or selling, she is there to use her local roots to meet your real estate needs every step of the way. Call Courtney Felton at 765-748-6334 for all of your real estate needs. So again, following the timeout, it will be Muncie Burris basketball returning to the floor. And it will be English Davis to inbound here for the Owls. Inbounded here to Balfour. Dribbles and now kicks it on here to Wilson Isaacs. Now number 24, David Day, dribbles inside the paint area. Should have been called a travel right there. Instead, 3 is no good. And that's going to be deflected out of bounds off Muncie Burris. As Wapahani will take over here on offense here at the 6:10 mark in the first. Again, already a pretty nice crowd out here to fill out the stands here from Raider Gymnasium. Left side here to Bragg on the far side wing. The Raiders here in their home white jerseys with the black lettering outlined in red. As Olsen will be no good. Cook, though, with the rebound, but had that ball stripped away from him. So that will be the first turnover of the night here for the Raiders. So the 2-point bucket right there for Balfour. Cross-court pass, Swift for three. Right on target. Swift buries that one from downtown. And the Raiders will now take a 5-2 lead. And after that made bucket there from Riley Swift. Off the mark there, Swift corrals the rebound, and the Raiders are on the run. Back the other way, led here by Swift, finds Seagraves here on the far side wing. And we will have a foul there in the post area. And that foul will be on number 2, Taven Redwine. That will be his first, team's first here of the evening. So Seagraves to inbound. They're on the in line. There's Swift again for three. A little too strong that time around. That will be rebounded there by Isaacs of Muncie Burris. And so we'll see what the Owls can present here on offense this time around. That pass picked off. First turnover of the night there for the Owls. Cook inside, shots up and good. I love the early aggressiveness here from Graham and the Raiders. Working the ball inside. That's already opened some other opportunities when you had the three there from Swift a few minutes ago. And there's Cook, corrals a rebound. Graham now on the Seagraves here on the near side wing. Looking for Olsen. He'll get it to him. And a nice, beautiful angle to the basket right there as Olsen will cash in there with a bucket and the foul. So he will head to the charity stripe there for one more. As the foul will be on number 14 of Muncie Burris. Wilson Isaacs, his first, team second of the quarter.
Number 20, Noah Olsen at the free throw line for one shot.
So again, one free throw here for Noah. And that free throw attempt will be up. And no good this time around. Rebounded there by David Day of Muncie Burris. Into the corner right here. Redwine now to Isaacs. Swung up top to English Davis. Curls around and gets that shot rejected from behind there by Ethan Bragg. So again, the Owls will retain possession as they will look to inbound. They're along the baseline. Outside here to Redwine. Now sent up here to top the key. Number 15, Balfour, gives way to Isaacs now on here today. And that's going to be a moving screen. So Jay-Sean English Davis will pick up his first, team's third. Also already the second turnover here for Muncie Burris. Again, tonight's ball game presented here by Next Home Elite Real Estate Realtor Austin Rich, another proud sponsor of us here on the WHS Network. Appreciate Austin and all that he does for us here on the broadcast. As Olsen, again, the post feed inside. Olsen going to work again. Yes, he will be fouled on the shot. The foul is on number 14, Wilson Isaacs. That will be his second, team's fourth already right here, and we've only played 3.5 minutes. So Olsen looking to cash in here with a pair. The first one will be up and no good. So 0 for 2 starts so far for Noah at the free throw line, as number 45, Avon Smith, will now check in for the first time this evening for Muncie Burris. He's a 6'3" freshman. The second of two here for Noah will be up, and it will be good. Nicely done. That's what we like to see. So Noah now with 3 points here on the night. Again, Graham Cook that is, leading the way here with 4. Again, you have Noah Olsen with 3 and Riley Swift with 3. There's your 10 points. Redwine out near half court, facing some pressure now on the day. Dribbles left. Well defended there by Graham Cook. English Davis, left side 3. Not on target. Rebounded there by Swift. Back come the Raiders the other way, quick, fast, and in a hurry. Bragg underneath here to Olsen. Nice post move. Oh, couldn't quite get the finish, but there's Graham Cook with the rebound and the putback for 2 more. It's nice having 2 6'5" and 6'6" big men in there, getting the job done and utilizing the height and athletic ability right there. got a loose ball. Swift comes up with a rebound. Pushing it up for once again, Seagraves down there near the low block. Will dribble it all the way back out. Now to the right side. Swift now on to Cook here in the right side corner. Bragg, no good there for two. That's going to be deflected out of bounds off the Yow. So the Raiders will hold on to possession of the basketball here as we'll see number 12, Owen Fant, number 13, Noah King, subbing in for Muncie Burris. Also, I believe that is it there for Muncie Burris. Here for Wapahani, we'll have Alex Huntenzinger, Landon Cook, and Memphis Pickering in the ball game for the first time this evening. Landon Cook will make it rain from downtown. Comes right into the ball game and makes an instant impact here for the Raiders. So a 15-2 start for Wapahani. That's what I'm talking about. Redwine for three. That is no good. Hunzinger crowns the rebound. He looks to push it up floor. 2-on-1 fast break. Pickering now to Hunzinger. Underneath, Olsen facing some pressure. Gets it to Pickering. No good for two. Swift with the rebound. And he'll take the wide open three and drain it. Yes. Heck yes. A heck of a start here from the Raiders. Redwine out to the right side here. That's number 13, Noah King. King now works him back around here to the far side wing. Now up top today. Not a whole lot of movement here for Burris. Day gets into the paint area. Shot is up. No good. Well contested as Landon Cook will come up with the rebound and push it up four quickly right here. Hunzinger underneath here to Olsen. Again, perfectly done. Took one dribble, turned to his left. You know, that's so important right there because you got to mix up, your looks on offense as far as your post moves. You know, you don't want to do the same thing every time because defenses will key in on that. And, so for Noah to change it up there a little bit, went to his left side this time and was able to get the bucket to go. It's nice to see. So the foul there are here on the other end here on Riley Swift will be his first, team's first here of the night. As we'll have Graham Cook check back in for Noah Olsen. Also number 34, Drew Murphy will now sub in for the first time this evening for the Owls. 39 seconds to play here in quarter number one. Redwine at the line here for one more. The free throw attempt off the back iron, no good. Rebounded by Hunzinger as he will push it up floor now on to Landon Cook. We'll see if the Raiders, well, I was thinking they might try to hold for the last shot, but the way they're going right now, they're clicking on all cylinders. Alex Hunzinger there with the little drop in a bucket right there with his first points on the night. 22-2 lead here in the first. Up top here to number 45, Avon Smith. Now we'll see Owen Fant out here to King. King there on the right side wing. He picked up his dribble, a loose ball. The Raiders will come away with it. And the three, no good. But the Raiders drop the hammer here in quarter number one, 22-2. Here at the end of one. We'll stick around here with us here, folks. Again, second quarter of action coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. right, folks, welcome back. Here's when we begin the second quarter of play here from beautiful Raider Gymnasium here on the WHS Network, and I'm your play-by-play broadcaster, Brandon Morvillius. Alongside here with me is cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. Graham Cook on the low right block out here. Opposite pass there to Landon Cook. No good for three, but Seagraves will come up with a rebound. Back to Cook again. Yes! Landon Cook will strike from three this time around. That's a second three. And what three shots he's taken so far tonight. Hunzinger with the interception, and he'll go coast to coast. The aggressiveness on defense, and even more so the aggressiveness on offense. Attacking the rim, that's opened up other opportunities on the outside. And, I talked about that there in our pregame show. If we establish a presence there on the inside, that's only going to help us and benefit us even more so in the long run, because it opens up other avenues, especially from outside. So if we're able to establish success early and often there in the post, I'll tell you what, when you start being two-dimensional right here, where you're able to knock down shots outside and inside, it's going to be a long night for your opponent. And so far we're starting to see that as the Raiders will turn it over for the second time this evening. We'll see number 14, Wilson Isaacs, and number 15, Armani Balfour, as well as Jay-Sean English Davis and David Day back into the ball game. So they have 6 guys on the floor, and they have to make sure and get all their I's dotted and T's crossed before we start play. The handoff here to Redwine. Dribbles there. Top the key. Three is up. No good. Graham Cook with the rebound. Hunzinger pushing it up floor. Gets to the middle of the paint. Out to Landon Cook. The three up. Oh, heck yes. Downtown Muddy. Landon Cook strikes for another long-range missile. His third three now here in the first half. And it's a 30-2 Raider lead. Nice job right there. Pickering gets the hands in there, creates another turnover. The 7th turnover now for Burris. And Cook right there for 2 more. So Cook now with 8 points. Graham Cook, that is. So the foul here on Landon Cook, well, that will be his first. Team's first here of the quarter. Number 15, Armani Balfour, will head to the free throw line for 2 shots for the Owls. First one will be up and no good. So we'll see number 40, Trevor Whitted, now in the ball game. Great to see him back in there. He's been out with a little bit of an injury. Here with that, I'd say, well, he's probably been out probably a good month. But nice to see him back and looks to be doing well. Looking to make a big impact here tonight. The second one will be good there for Balfour. So he has all 3 of Muncie Burris' points so far here in the ball game. Seagraves here on the right wing, dribbles here to the top, finds Cook, now swung on to Hunzinger. Hunzinger now to the middle, finds right side to Landon Cook. Seagraves to Whitted, back to Hunzinger here on the near side wing. Finds Whitted back out to Graham, now on to Landon Cook. Again, Wapahani continuing to be patient right here. The old saying, patience is the virtue. That was a good shot right there from Graham. Unfortunately, it didn't fall, but, we worked the ball around. We were patient. We weren't trying to, essentially make any bad passes. We were making smart decisions. As Hunzinger will record the block and then gets the ball stolen away from him. But, that's what you want to see, though, here from Wapahani. You like seeing the patience, being able to move the ball around well as Balfour will cash in there from 3. Seagraves on to Graham Cook. Up top to Landon, swung on. Here's Whitted here on the right side. Underneath, Graham Cook lost a handle on it, but Whitted will recover the pass, or the basketball right there. As Hunzinger out to Landon Cook for another 3. Again, didn't quite get his feet set over there and just kind of rushed that shot. He would have been better off, maybe, if anything, maybe do a shot fake and then go from there. So the foul here on Trevor Whitted, his first, team second. And now in the ball game here for Wapahani will be number 30, Braden King. Seeing her first action here of the night. Hunzinger will have seats. Balfour here to the corner today. Up top, English Davis drives right side. The floater up and good, banking that one home. So Jay-Sean English Davis there with his first points on the night. And that's the first points for anybody outside of the name Armani Balfour here for Muncie Burris. He recorded the first 6 points. Right side, Whitted on to Landon Cook. You don't want to leave him wide open. Unfortunately, unable to get that one to go this time. But still, a good quality shot. That was a rush shot right there. Rebounded by Whitted. Back come the Raiders the other way, led by Seagraves. Excellent job. Great pass there from Seagraves. Great finish there from Graham Cook. 10 points now for the big fella. Back up here to a 26-point Wapahani lead. Isaacs for 2, no good. Left that one short. Rebounded there by Graham Cook. Seagraves dribbles there to the middle. Finds Landon up and no good. Deflected out and into the hands there of Wilson Isaacs. And the Raiders maybe just playing a little too fast these last couple possessions. 2 out of the last 3 possessions, I don't think we've probably had the greatest of shots. And stay relaxed right here. Make sure we settle for a good shot. There's Braden King. Nearly made that one rain. A loose ball, and it ends up out of bounds off of Wapahani. Good look from Braden. And I know from watching some of these freshman games, that young man has a nice shot on him. I mean, it's nothing for him to make it rain 3 or 4 times at least in a ball game in some of the games that we've seen. So the 3-point basket good there for English Davis. King here on the far side wing. A little pressure right here, gets around the defender, and we'll have a foul. And this will be on Jay-Sean English Davis' second, team's first here of the quarter. With 32 seconds to play, it'll be Landon Cook to inbound. All the way out here to Seagraves. Gets into the paint. Won't get the teardrop to go. Rebounded there by Day. And so I would imagine that Muncie Burris will look to hold for the last shot of the half. Again with the Raiders on top here by 23. Right side screen there from Isaacs. Balfour. Rush shot, no good. Landon Cook there with a rebound, and that will do it here for the first half. Your halftime score, it's Wapahani 34, Muncie Burris 11. Stick around for our halftime report coming up here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.
Hi, this is Austin Rich with Next Home Elite Real Estate. Next Home is a real estate company that prioritizes community involvement, and we have a humans over houses philosophy. We specialize in both property listings and buyer representation, ensuring top-notch service with top producing agents. Our mission is, and has always been, to enrich people's lives by helping them find their next home. Next Home Elite Real Estate consistently maintains open communication, and we build trust through honesty and integrity. Whether you're listing $1 million property in a gated community, or you are a first-time home buyer just starting the process, at Next Home Elite Real Estate, our agents are committed to providing exceptional service and expertise. We actively participate and invest in local events, local sponsorships, charities, and initiatives to strengthen community bonds. Our agents love being a corporate sponsor to Ball State University, and when you choose Next Home Elite Real Estate, you never know who you're going to run into.
After working with Next Home Elite Real Estate, I knew that I would be choosing them for future transactions simply because they communicated throughout the entire process, they were friendly, and they were tenacious marketers working for me so I can achieve my goals.
Voted as the best real estate company in Muncie's quest for the best, I want you to know we are more than a real estate company. We're part of your community. We are creating lasting relationships and emphasizing the human element in every transaction.
A lot of times, a new home is a joyous event, a promotion, a celebration of marriage, relocation, but this wasn't that type of event. We needed someone in a company who cared about us, who showed compassion and empathy. Our realtor was with us the entire time. He sat and grieved with my sisters and I. He realized that this wasn't about money, but about taking care of our family home.
When you're ready to buy or sell a home, contact Next Home Elite Real Estate at 765-729-5181 or visit our website at mynexthomeelite.com.
All right, folks, welcome back here with our Raiders live halftime reports. Again, brought to you by Alfred Rods and Customs, proud sponsor of the WHS Network. A 34-11 lead here for your Wapahani Raiders over the Muncie Burris Owls. Again, a stifling defense. Obviously has brought a lot of pressure that Muncie Burris, for the most part, has not handled very well. I think, right there towards the end of the second quarter, they start to find themselves a little bit there on the offensive end of the basketball. Got some good looks and was able to knock down a couple shots right there towards the end. But, Wapahani defensively has been very solid. It's been nice to see us play well on both ends of the floor. Our defense, again, I say it nearly every game, your defense has got to help fuel your offense. And, we're getting stops and, we're getting good looks on the offensive end. We've attacked the rim. We've gotten good finishes underneath. We've kind of been able to expand that out a little bit as well. It's not necessarily been all rim shots, little jumpers here or there, or even we've made it rain from downtown with some guys. Landon Cooks knocked down 3 of them. Riley Swift has knocked home a couple of threes as well. But we've lived inside, and it's benefited us because, we've been a little bit more multi-dimensional. We've had a nice inside presence, and we've been able to work that out to the outside as well, and it's leaving guys open, and we've taken full advantage. And hopefully we can do that here in half number 2 as well. But very productive half basketball on both ends of the floor. We've communicated well, and I think that, once we continue to wreak havoc here on the defensive end here in the second half, that lead will continue to grow here for Wapahani. The Raiders here at the half were led by Graham Cook. He had 10 points, followed by Landon Cook with 9. Next we have Riley Swift with 6 points, Noah Olson with 5 points, and Alex Huntzinger with 4. with a grand total of 34 points at the half as we lead it by 23 here at the break. Stick around here with us. Again, this has been our halftime report. Again, presented by Alfred Rosin Customs. We'll be back with the start of the second half here on the WHS Network. All right, welcome back once again here, basketball fans. Again, we're just about ready to begin this third quarter play from beautiful Raider Gymnasium. It'll be Wapahani basketball as we return here from the half. Again, both teams will come back out into the half with their original starting lineups. So for Muncie Burris, it'll be Taven Redwine, Deshaun English Davis, Wilson Isaacs, Armani Balfour, and David Day. Here for Wapahani, got Graham Cook, Ethan Bragg, as well as DJ Seagraves, Noah Olson, and Riley Swift. As again, Wapahani with a 23-point lead currently, and looking to expand on that lead here throughout the evening, is again making the post presence known, feeding the ball to Noah Olson, and Noah cashing in right there for his 7th point here of the night to give the Raiders a 25-point lead. Balfour here at the right side elbow, the handoff to Redwine, dribbles there to the baseline. That's going to be a traveling violation. So first turnover of the half there for Muncie Burris. They only had 7 in the first half, which really, considering, I didn't think that was necessarily all that bad. They got off to a really rough start, and like I said, they're at our halftime report, right there towards the end of the second quarter, starting to find their footing there a little bit. And so, we'll see how that correlates with things here in the second half. If they'll be able to back up what they did right there towards the end of the second quarter, and be able to do the same thing here in the second half. So the foul, by the way, was on Taven Redwine, his second, team's first here of the quarter, as Bragg will be off the mark there on the first one, and only the first of 2. Second of 2 here for Ethan Bragg. It will be up, and it will be good. All righty, nicely done. So Bragg there with his first points on the night, or first point on the night. Make this a 37-11 lead. Near takeaway there from Bragg. Good defense. Isaacs with a handoff there to English Davis. On here to Balfour. Dribbles here to the top of the key. He'll take the 3, and it's up, and it's good. So Armani Balfour, I tell you what, that young man, if it wasn't for him, they would not be where they are right now. He has 9 of their 14 points. Graham Cook now to Olson. Dribbles here to the top. On to Swift. Well-designed play and perfectly executed. Riley Swift from downtown. 9 points now tonight here for Riley. And now the Raiders back up top here with a 26-point lead. Balfour will dribble right, hand off to Redwine. Dribbles there to the far side, just inside the three-point line, no good. Bragg will corral the rebound. And the Raiders on the run right here. Swift to Bragg. Now the handoff to Riley. Pull up for 3. No good this time. And Isaacs will end up coming up with the rebound there for Muncie Burris. English Davis lost the handle on it, regained possession. And again, was just trying to do a little too much right there, and instead ends up shooting it out of bounds. They said that it was off of Wapahani. I'm not quite sure about that, but nonetheless, I'm all the way up here and they're all the way down there. So obviously they've seen a little something different than I did, and there's nothing wrong with that. So it all ended up evening out anyway off the turnover. So second turnover here of the half here for Burris. Give them 9 here on the evening. Right side here, Graham Cook. Dribbles here along the right side baseline. Cross-court pass to Seagraves. That 3 is up, no good, but Cook right there with the backside rebound and put back. Graham now with 12 points. Shot goes up, no good, and a loose ball. Cook comes up with it. On up here to Ethan Bragg, and now back to Graham. Cross-court pass to Swift. Swift now look there for the screen there for Olson. He gets it now. Bragg on to Seagraves. They're on the near side wing. Dribbles to the free throw line, and now the Raiders look to bring it inside. Olson attacking the rack. But before all that happened, we do have a reach-in foul, and that will be on number 2, Taven Redwine. His third, team second of the quarter. So at the 3:43 mark, we'll have a substitution here for Muncie Burris. Number 13, Noah King, 5'10" freshman forward, will check into the ball game here in this third quarter. It'll be DJ Seagraves to inbound. On to Swift. Up and good. Riley Swift buries another. 4-3 now that I give him 12 points here for the Raiders, as Wapahani now leads it by their largest of the evening of 31 points. Redwine to the top today. Swung on. Balfour near the top to Key. Now to King. Again, well defended there by Bragg. Now Isaacs will find Balfour. Dribbles right now between the legs and now trying to get his way inside. Instead, Day back on the outside, gets to the free throw line. That shot rejected by Graham Cook. And here come the Raiders once again as Swift will toss that one just a little too far ahead. And that will be the first turnover here of the second half. 4th turnover here on the night. So the Raiders have done a excellent job of taking good care of the basketball here this evening. Again, had the little hiccup right there, but turnovers happen. Obviously, you want them to happen a lot less often than sometimes they do. That's for sure. But turnovers do happen throughout the course of the ball game. But so far, so good here from Wapahani. Graham Cook here, top the key 3, no good. A loose ball. Seagraves hustling after that, and it ends up being out of bounds off of Muncie Burris. But again, you love the hustle from Seagraves, never giving up on a play. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor, and it will be a full timeout taken here by Wapahani. And so we will step aside here for a timeout of our own. It is Wapahani 45, Muncie Burris 14, here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. All right, welcome back from the timeout. Again, Brandon Morvillius right here with your play-by-play call. Alongside here with me, cameraman Jordan Nedbeard McCoy. Again, appreciate you all for spending your Saturday night here with us. Greatly means a lot to us, and I know it means a lot to these athletes out here on the floor for both Muncie, Burris, and for Wapahani. So thank you guys here for tuning in. So back to basketball following the timeout. The Raiders here with a 31-point lead. No good there on the shot there from Swift, and love the hustle right there from Ethan Bragg. Able to get after the basketball right there, recovers it, and then throws it off the Muncie Burris defender. So still be Wapahani basketball after all said and done. And the Raiders will turn that one over. So second turnover here of this second half. Give us 5 here on the evening. And appreciate our officials here this evening. Again, we wouldn't be playing this game without them, so very thankful for both of our officials here tonight. Done a great job. Not that what I say necessarily makes any difference if they've done a good job or not, but I think they've done an excellent job and appreciate them for being here tonight. So just wanted to make sure and throw that out there. Always try to recognize our officials. Because, again, it gets tougher and tougher these days finding officials. And, I know that there's been game cancellations in other parts of the state and other parts of the country where, again, officials are kind of scarce now with, finding people that actually wants to be an official. So appreciate them for being here tonight. So Olsen right there for 2 more. He's now up to 9 points here on the night. Right side here, Red Wine dribbles near the free throw line out here and was looking for Avon Smith, and instead will end up in another Owls turnover, their 4th here of the half. We'll have Landon Cook, Alex Huntzinger, and Memphis Pickering returning to action for Wapahani with 1:31 to play here in the third. Swift across half court near the 10-foot volleyball line. He'll dribble, stop. Oh, look at the pick and roll action. That was beautiful. Swift to Pickering. So Memphis there with his first points this evening. 3 is up, no good. But King comes up with a rebound. The 3 from Murphy, no good. Rebounded by Swift as the Raiders swiftly move up the floor right here. Hunzinger attacking the rack and will get the finish. So Hunzinger now with 6 points as Wapahani continues to make their presence known here tonight on both ends of the floor. Again, the stifling defense forced an awkward shot there by Balfour from the defense there of Hunzinger. Olsen no good this time around. It'll be Smith corralling the rebound. 27 seconds to play in the third. Then the Raiders lead it by 37. Red Wine there at the left side elbow looking for Balfour. Instead, we'll find Murphy. Dribbles here at the top of the key. On now to number 13. That is Noah King. Step back 3. No good, but lands in the hands of Balfour. Gets it right back again. Had about 3 opportunities, and that will do it here for the third. So at the end of 3, it is Wapahani 51, Muncie Burris 14. Stay right here with us, folks. We've got the 4th quarter of action coming up right here on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network. right, folks, welcome back here with our Alfred Robinson Customs game break. Here as we head to the fourth quarter here tonight. Again, Wapahani with a 37-point cushion. It will be Muncie Burris basketball as we open up the fourth quarter play here this evening. All right, so back at it once again. Balfour on to King. He'll give way here to number 3. That's Amari Campa. And seeing his first action of the evening. King lost the handle on it, and that will be Wapahani basketball. The 5th turnover now of the half for the Owls. Give them 12 on the night. Olsen to the top here. Landon Cook buries another rainmaker. 4-3 now tonight here for Landon. Matching the same total here from Riley Swift. And no good right there, but fouled on the way up. So the foul will be here on Riley Swift. Be his second, team's first here of the quarter. Balfour shooting a pair. Again, obviously, with the score the way it is right now, it's a running clock the rest of the way, as Balfour will be off the mark here with the first free throw attempt. Second of 2 for Balfour will be up and good. So Balfour with 10 of Muncie Burris' 15 here tonight. Swift to Olsen at the free throw line. Back to the left side wing to Cook. Now Swift. Again, Cook not afraid to pull the trigger. Neither is Swift. Olsen nearly had that one taken away from him. Now to the corner here near the corner there to Hunzinger. Back up top to Swift. Swung on the left side. Landon Cook dribbles to the top. Back to Swift. Pulling the trigger and no good this time. But there's Hunzinger with the offensive rebound and putback. Give Alex 8 points now on the night. As the Raiders now with a 51-point lead. A 41-point lead. Murphy dribbled that one off the shoe. Recovered the basketball now to the right side. Campa right there underneath to Murphy. Well defended by Memphis Pickering. Swift with the rebound. Olsen underneath. Nice pass. Nice finish. Olsen to Pickering for 2. So Memphis now with 4 points. Tell you what, that young man, I know, I think it might have been a game this week. They played in Memphis, I believe, had a double-double right around, I think it was like right around 20, 21 points. Obviously double-digit rebounds, right around 10 or 11, I believe. So he's a force on the inside. So we do have I don't know if they necessarily classify it as a timeout. Okay, so I guess they will. This will be a 30-second timeout. But I'm not sure who it was taken by. Was it by Wapahani? Okay, so it was from Wapahani. So we'll just take the timeout there away from them. So they have 3 remaining. We've got Braden King, Trevor Whitted now in the ball game for Wapahani. Cook underneath, Memphis. Backs down his defender. Some heavy traffic on the inside. Nice save there from Whitted. That's what I'm talking about, getting after it. Young man that never gives up on a play. It's full force all the time, every time. Hunzinger kicks it to the corner. That pass deflected. Cook recovers. Pickering down the right side wing on the Hunzinger. Pickering again dives down low. Back to Hunzinger again. Dribbles into the paint. The floater will be up and good. So Hunzinger now in double digits. 10 points on the night. As the Raiders keep on keeping on both ends of the floor. Again, no letdowns. Still very active defensively. Contesting everything, getting a hand in, getting some deflections. English Davis no good. And he ends up getting his own rebound and then turns it over. 6 turnover now the half here for the Owls. Landon Cook pulling the trigger. A little too strong that time, but Braden King there with a rebound. He'll take the 3. No good. That was Avon Smith with the rebound for Muncie Burris. Now with 3 minutes to play. Murphy from beyond the arc, no good. King will corral the rebound as the Raiders look to slow it up and set it up here offensively. You got a 45-point lead for Wapahani. King underneath. Didn't quite have the angle right there. If that pass maybe could have been a half a second sooner, would have gave him a perfect angle of putting that one off the glass and through for 2. Loose ball, Whitted right there getting on the floor, as well as, I believe, King. So again, the jump ball will result in possession here for Wapahani. Number 13, Noah King back in the game for the Owls with 2 minutes to play. Again, make sure to tune in tonight. We'll have tonight's varsity game as well. Again, that'll be on a separate broadcast here on YouTube. Landon Cook for 3. No good. Pickering, though, with a rebound and fouled on the way up. So the foul will be on number 12, Owen Fant. So that will be his first, team's first here of the quarter. 2 shots here for Memphis Pickering. And a first one up and no good. And big thank you here tonight to Next Home Elite Real Estate Realtor Austin Rich. Again, our game sponsor here tonight. Appreciate him. The second of 2, no good. The same result right there. But Trevor Whitted, again, gets a hand in there and ends up deflecting that off of the Muncie Burris defender. And for whatever reason, I stopped the clock when I shouldn't have. Mercy sakes. Inbounded to Whitted, no good. Rebounded there by English Davis. Owls back the other way. Into the hands of King. Now Campa for 2, no good. Rebounded here by Murphy of the Owls. Finally, Pickering ends up coming away there with a rebound. And right here, if you're Wapahani, I'd just be looking to run out the rest of the clock. No need to take a shot. I mean, heck, you're up by 45 points, for goodness sakes. So that looks to be what the Raiders will attempt to do right here. Again, this was a nice win tonight. The Raiders definitely needed this, especially after coming off of a tough and devastating loss last night. It was nice to see us put on a great performance from start to finish, and we'll hopefully give these guys a great boost heading into next week. Again, county tournament next week. So again, these guys will be back in action next Saturday in a JV tournament out here at Wapahani. And that's the old ball game, ladies and gentlemen. Your final score here this evening, your Wapahani Raiders 60, the Muncie Burris Owls 15. A great performance here for Wapahani to get back to their winning ways. and to start the evening off on a right note, and hopefully we'll end it the same way here in tonight's varsity game. Please make sure to tune in there, again here on our YouTube channel, to catch tonight's varsity action here on the WHS Network. And until then, folks, I'm Brandon Morvillius alongside cameraman Jordan Redbeard McCoy. We'll see you all back here in just a little while. You're on your home of the Raiders, the WHS Network.